After a busy week, it's party time in the studio, as you can hear. So let your hair down and join me in a little glass of bubbles. It's gorgeous. It's lovely, it's Lamborghini. Normally, I sit on my arse doing nothing all week, so I reckon I deserve this. Cheers, guys. Yeah. Cheers. For being such a good girl this week, producers have allowed me to pick my very own dream guest to join me in the fun. First up, wowed us all with his big lungs, didn't he? An even bigger voice on The Voice. Can I have it for Team Tom to Team Alice? It's Sam Buttery. He'll be here. He knows what team he's on. And move over Scylla. There's only room for one showbiz ginger, my next guest affections. Biggins will be here too. So, last night saw Caroline become the 8th housemate to be evicted from the Borehamwood bungalow. Here's how she spent her first few hours of freedom. Warning, this VT contains booing.
I can now reveal the 8th to be evicted is Caroline. The hilarious Caroline. A lot of booze. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel fucking fantastic because I'm very, very, very rude, obnoxious, outspoken. Chill out. Sorry. Classic. Fucking fantastic that I never have to see some of these people ever again in my life. Can't wait to see Wooden Spoon again.
Well, let's talk bitching a little bit.
OK, great. Does it mean everything comes out of Caroline's mouth? Sorry, I'm not an evil dictator. I'm not like some manipulative witch, as I was clearly depicted on the bloody programme.
Having watched things back, I've realised you nicknamed me the Spoon, but it's obvious you were the biggest shit stirrer in the house.
So why call me the Spoon? I've nothing to say, sorry. So I'm off to get shit-faced to the hotel. Great. See you later.
So, last night you broke up this year's most convincing Big Brother love affair. No, not Lucas and Ashley, obvs. I'm talking about Caroline and her chocolate. She's still a little upset, to be honest, but you can put a smile back on her face later in the phone room when she takes your calls. You can ask her anything you want, ish. But first, have a listen to this.
This is Electra. I have a poem for Caroline. Chocolate pudding, chocolate cake, chocolate in every plate. Boy, oh boy, would it be nice for chocolate beans and chocolate rice, chocolate stew and chocolate fish. Chocolate in every dish. Bye.
Wow, I wonder what that one was about. Nice, eh? So if you've got something more valuable to add, then please do get in touch on the digits below. Be sure to leave your number so we can get in touch with you too. Back to you, Alice.
Thank you, Jamie. So last night, you lot gave an overwhelming thumbs down to both backstabbing and backcombing by saying, see you later, to your 8th evictee. Please welcome the artist formerly known as Catherine. It's Caroline.
See you later.
She's so happy to be here. That's what I like about Caroline.
I love it.
Are you OK?
Yeah.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
It feels like we're all friends now, doesn't it?
Definitely, best friends.
BFFs, forever.
Besties.
How was your first night out of the house?
It was so great. I saw my friends. I read some very pleasant and favourable and complimentary forums.
Don't ever read the forums. Never read the forums.
No, it's because I don't have like Facebook or any of that kind of thing, so it's sort of the only thing to do.
As long as it wasn't Digital Spy. They hate us.
And I got completely shit-faced, so it was pretty good.
It sounds like a good night to me, yeah, excellent. Did it feel strange watching the show tonight as a viewer?
Oh, it was bizarre. It was so interesting what was shown. It was very odd. Yeah, it was really, it was really odd. Yeah, it was very strange. It was extremely strange not to be there anymore. And when I left, they had like footage of them being like, Luke A being like, yes! And obviously being like,
he was quite happy.
Yes! Yeah. Who will I nominate now? And like, oh, it was great.
He definitely left a place in his heart that he has to fill.
I definitely think so.
As ever, you were at the centre of it all in tonight's show. Were you pleased to see that Chocolategate was still reigning over them?
I hope it will reign over them for the rest of their lives, if I'm honest.
With a kind of digestive issue. Well, Scott was not very happy with you. Have a look at this.
Caroline was like, don't think you'll find it funny.
I think any decent human being wouldn't find it funny.
When it's a friend, it reveals characteristics about someone who you think you know, and then you think,
I mean, that's the lack of respect of you as a friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, it just shows selfishness, immaturity, and I just don't know.
See you later.
See you later. You were big buds at the beginning.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I think that's Scott, as he like takes his life quite seriously, and I don't. And like he doesn't find things like that really funny, and I find them really funny. And like realistically, it is really funny. Okay. And realistically, he should just sort of like develop a sense of humour. Realistically. Yeah.
Is Scott drifting towards the outsiders? Is he saying "see you later" to the insiders?
No. Scott takes the back seat. He's sort of like, he waits for everyone else to steer the arguments and steer the confrontation and steer the bitchy comments, and he just takes the back seat, and he's doing bloody well. He's doing bloody well. He keeps out of everything. He tries hard not to exhibit his opinions. Yeah, great. Scott's great.
See you later.
See you later.
Adam was annoyed others wouldn't share responsibility for Chocolategate with you.
Yeah.
Should they have, or did you want all the credit for yourself anyway?
I love the credit. But realistically, some of them were fully aware of the chocolate situation. And
who are we talking? Ashley, Connor?
Ashley and Connie were like, yeah. Becky was like, yeah. But I love the credit.
You've got it all.
Yeah.
If Luke A or Adam had kind of pulled a stunt like that, do you think the reaction would have been different?
What, if they'd only bought cigarettes?
Yeah, let's say only bought cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, that wouldn't have gone down well.
Probably not, no. Not that Chocolategate did.
No, I mean, I think they didn't. I mean, they didn't.
Would you have thought it was funny?
I wouldn't have found it as funny as the chocolate.
I could imagine that. You also caused a bit of a Barney between Dina and Sarah. Take a look at this.
Yeah, interesting.
Listen, did you mean what you said to Caroline about you're really happy about meeting her?
I'm just saying, I've never met anyone like her, and I am glad that I've met her because she's just amazing. Like,
no, I was just shocked because yesterday you said she's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah. She's a dickhead.
You said today, I'm really happy to meet you.
You're misinterpreting. No, Sarah, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying, right? She's a dickhead. I've said it in the diary room as well. I don't like what she does.
I don't think she's a dickhead.
But at the end of the day, right?
I just think.
Okay, you're not listening to what I've said. You're just.
Right, what is it? I'm not even bothered about this conversation.
No, but you asked me, so you've said your point on her. I don't like what she does. So you made yourself look good by saying you don't like what she does.
What are you talking about?
But
making myself look good.
You've not listened to my answer.
What are you talking about?
Because you've asked me something and you're not listening to my answer by what I mean.
Why do you always think like this? I'm asking you one question.
No, you just said.
Just don't bother speaking to me. Just don't bother speaking to me.
All right, fine. Don't speak to me then.
Dina being your defender there.
The thing is, Dina and I have like this like crazy weird relationship, and I really like Dina, and she like really likes me, but I also find her annoying. She also finds me a complete and utter brat. It was a weird relationship, but I don't know. I love Dina.
Did you realise that had got quite so heated?
Yeah, I was fully aware of it. I was sitting inside and I was going, why are they arguing about me? It's a bit odd.
And Becky was just listening at the door, loving every minute.
Becky loves the drama.
She loves the dramas. You've had a few run-ins with Vuvu.
I have had run-ins with Vuvu. But Vuvu's great, actually. She's a very moral person. She's very nice. And she's actually...
So you do like Vuvu?
I love Vuvu, but she does sound like a Vuvuzela.
We are, of course, talking about Zara.
She does love the crisp packet hat. She loves a good confrontation.
Would you want to say "see you later" to Vuvu?
No, I like Vuvu.
Vuvu.
And after I had called her Vuvu on national television, her mother came up to me and embraced me and told me I was her favourite housemate, and I felt like a complete
good old Shona. She loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Has Sarah, though, fallen under kind of the spell of the outsiders?
There is no spell. People imagine things in that house. You know, that people don't get along, and people imagine, like, they're bullying, or they're ganging up on someone, or there are divides. It's individuals not getting along, and people say, like, oh, everyone's ganging up on a person, and the outsiders will be like, I'm an outsider, and the insiders will be like, they're an outsider. I mean,
so there's not a kind of big divide down the middle of the house?
No, everyone fabricates everything. Realistically, Dina finds... realistically, Connor finds Becky as annoying as he finds Luke A, but he won't admit it because he's fabricated some kind of like divide in the house. And realistically, I didn't like Adam. I didn't like Luke A very much. You know, I've had run-ins with various people.
Loyalties, maybe, like they feel like they have to stick.
Yeah,
with
exactly. It's all fabricated and all intensified, and everything gets out of hand, and then you know there are accusations left, right, and centre. Everything's you have to take it with a pinch of salt because nothing's real in there. It's not reality.
Well, the outsiders, as we've kind of coined them, they maybe feel like they're invincible now. Do you think because they were saved?
Yeah, I mean, God knows why they're so popular. But they are, and realistically, you know, we're going to have to embrace the fact that one of them could win the show.
Do you think that will happen?
Well, you know, I mean, it'd be an extremely boring show if they were all like that. So whatever, see you later, I'm not interested.
OK, I think to end on that, see you later, Caroline. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Caroline, please. We will, in fact, see you later. Still to come, Jamie dons his Where's Wally t-shirt to grill Caroline, and saviours of showbiz, Sam Buttery and Christopher Biggins will be here. See you after this. Welcome back to Bet on the Side, curling up in the fetal position in the bathroom because we just can't take the bitching anymore. Over to you, Jamie.
Thank you, Alice. I'm joined by victim number 8. It's Caroline, everybody. So, obviously, we met before you went in the house. Don't pull that face yet. I've not asked you anything. But how has 53 days in lockdown changed you? Let's find out with the help of some craftily revealing questions.
Okay.
You have 3 minutes.
Cool.
And when your time ends, you will hear this noise.
See you later. Did I actually make that noise? Are you joking?
See you later. Listen.
That's not me.
See you later. That's you.
That's like, sounds like someone with flatulence.
Just putting it out there.
Oh.
OK, here we go. Lights down, please. Your least proud moment was being sick at a party and then showing your friend's dad your boobs. Can anything you have done in the house...
Why do you know that?
Because you wrote it.
I did not.
You wrote it in your pack before.
What is wrong with me?
That's my next question. Can anything you have done in the house compete with that?
I mean, yeah, like, I could be... It's so difficult, like... So many things, like, OK, the exorcism of Caroline Rose, when she thought that the task was about her fear factor and she cried and she screamed until she was blue in the face. It was unbelievably embarrassing. You know, the putting the hand into the boxes and crying and screaming was embarrassing. The fish are the irrational responses to many tasks. The moaning, the groaning. I have a lot to regret. I mean, the making, you know, belittling people, yada, yada.
Yeah, great, fine. Let's move on to the next question.
Cool.
You fell out with your parents over coming into the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Have they forgiven you yet?
They've sort of kept their words to an absolute bare minimal, sort of more like, we're so glad you're out. But, you know, it hasn't been an entirely negative response.
Oh, OK, well, that's good. We got a positive from that.
Exactly.
Your hair.
Great.
Why?
I just love it. I love the towel turban, and if I'm not wearing the towel turban, I've got this fucking head what's it called, tumbleweed. And I'm sorry, I just swore. And
I don't give a shit.
Great. And like realistically, if Luke A hadn't of hidden, he's a 33-year-old man who's hiding a 20-year-old hedgehog, Dennis, a porcupine. I mean, he's ridiculous.
You've lost me.
He's hiding 3 of my hairbrushes.
Is it true that you are so posh that you eat swan on toast for breakfast?
It is not true.
Is that just a rumour?
A rumour that you made up, like sort of fabricated in your little mind, like in the last 30 seconds?
I don't know. What happened in Thailand and what's wrong with sweet potato?
This girl looked remarkably like a sweet potato, and she discovered that I called her sweet potato behind her back, and she beat me to a pulp.
Oh.
Yeah, and she shouted something along the lines of, "Get Caroline out! Get Caroline out!" But it was sort of more like.
You must be kind of used to that now.
Yeah, I love it.
Your place of birth is Kingston.
Yeah.
You didn't specify it was in the town of Surrey or the capital of Jamaica, and I can see you as a girl into her yellow reggae.
Yeah, my dad was born in Trinidad. He's pretty edgy. He's pretty cool. He grew up on a boat, so like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'd like to say I'm pretty edgy. Can you stop laughing like a hyena, please? I'd like to say I'm pretty edgy, and I'd like to say it's an ambiguous response, and it was intentional.
Why do you think you repel men?
because I sort of am like really rude and like I get like really weirdly fat because I eat so much chocolate and I order £550 worth of chocolate.
What was that one?
Can you stop?
Hey! High five.